Hello, hello, and welcome to Create and Listen. Just going to light our candle, or not. There we go. I've chosen my little lotus candle holder today and refreshed my altar. So there we go. That just sets our intention. Let's move that out the way. So I want to bring the full moon in Capricorn energy to the page. And as I was reading all about full moon in Capricorn, it's all about letting go of all that, all the yucky stuff. So here we go. Full moon. Oh, look, my pen matches my ribbon down the middle of my page. These little things may be important. Full moon in Capricorn. And isn't that interesting, you see? So I need to move. Sometimes, you just need to move things out of the way. There we go. Full moon in Capricorn. And it's about, here's the sort of first layer of energy that we're looking at today is all about detox, release. What is the yucky stuff? Okay, so I'm just going to pause here, because what's happening is every time I want to do this work, I bump into a barrier. What is this? I'll finish my sentence. What is the yucky stuff I want to, I'm done. I want to release. I want to let go. And what happens, and I love this work. Every time I get to address what it is, where do I need to be detoxing? Where do I need to be releasing? I come up against the same barrier. Same old, and it's the same old for me. Same old. Repeating patterns. And this stops me. It's a barrier. I hit the same barrier every time. And initially, I thought, oh, how lovely. I've got a nice purple ribbon down my page and I'm writing in purple. So this is all going to be amazing. But I hit that barrier again and again. So you know what? I am going to move that barrier. I'm just going to move it out of the way. And no, I realised I was going to take it that way. And I realised, no, you know what? I'm putting this barrier in the past. There we go. There, that is an old barrier. So now I can go whee across my page. It is no longer a barrier. It becomes a focus. I love that actually I have been drawn to purple because I was reading that amethyst crystal is a great crystal if you want to detox and if you want to release. So here's the thing. Here's the magic. Because the universe is here to help us. We have the universe on our side. There's that beautiful book, the universe has your back. But I feel today I've got the universe saying, yeah, go on, we can do this. You've got rid of the old barrier. That's gone in the past. So what is it? What is the yucky stuff that I want to release? And the invitation here is to do some journaling. You may want to write all over your page. I've done quite a lot of journaling as I sat this morning in a little quiet contemplation before I come to my page. And, you know, actually, here's the first thing I want to release. I want to release those same old repeating patterns. That's one thing that gets to go. I want to release an old relationship I have with food. Oh, good, I thought to myself when I was writing. I thought, oh, good, food's food's going to come up again. But it's, you know, it's an old relationship. And what we are being invited, the energy of the universe is bringing this energy to support us. And that is the energy of balancing the physical with the spiritual. That, you know, I want to have a clean up your relationships. Clean up. I want to clean up my relationship with food. This is something that has been something I have worked with for quite some time. And as I was reading, you know, the full moon in Capricorn, which is taking place in the sign of Pluto, as I say, I'm not an expert on astrology, but I read and I take this and I bring that energy to the page. And it is a time, now is the time for all of these things that you've sort of been grappling with for what feels like forever. Now is the time that the universe is going, yeah, we've got full moon in Capricorn, which is taking place in the sign of Pluto. The universe is on your side. If you want to do this, we are here to help you. So now is the time to do the clearing, to do the clear out, to do the clearing up. It might be, you know, it might be, is it food? Is it stuff? Is it clutter? Whatever it is for you. And here's the really interesting bit, because I talk about this in terms of our shadow side, because this can, you know, I know that this can be uncomfortable. I know this can be uncomfortable, because especially if, you know, we've been doing this for so long. It's the same old repeating patterns. And when we want to change, let's change the habits of a lifetime. Change the habits of a lifetime. Wow. You know, this really speaks to me, that old relationships. Okay, let's get cracking. Let's clear this, because the first thing that came to me was I only have to ask the universe to help me. You know, the universe is there going, you know, cheering me on. I'm wondering what colour do I want? But actually, you know what? I'm just going to go that one. So, you know, there's the thing. Don't overthink it. Just get on with it. So here's my prayer. So this pen is, you can see, it needs some oomph again. And you know what? Same old, repeating patterns. Remove the barrier. Remove the fact that this pen hasn't got this pen no longer serves me. Oh, and I'm going to bin it. How? Oh, that felt quite huge, actually. Right, please show me. Teach me, heal me. Release me. feels like a cleanse, you know, just lean in to whatever you need. Restore me, because, you know, we were made to be in balance. I've got a new phrase which somebody gave me about balance, which is about harmony and integration, and we're just coming back to that place. This isn't new. This is restore me, bring me back to where my relationships are in harmony, are in balance. So restore me. This isn't a recreate. There's a real sense that this is just coming back to center me. Please help me. Please help me, universe. I just need to ask. Okay. And now I want to bring balance to this page. And I just feel I need to do a little bit of grounding. So the way I do that is, I'm just going to put a little bit of gesso on my page. I'm going to put a very thin layer of gesso, because otherwise it's not going to dry. And if I want a thin layer, I quite like using these old, you know, store cards, because that just whizzes it across the page. And so as I'm doing that, I'm going, you know what, this is easy. This is a piece of cake. This is easy because the universe is on our side. We've asked the universe to help and support us as we do this work of release. The actual time of new moon is in a few hours, but you know, whatever time you are watching this session, whenever you are watching this session, trust that the energy of release and detox and the support of the universe at this perfect time has come to this page, because that's what we do here. Okay. And that layer of gesso really just gives it a little bit of a foundation. And I want to now create a pattern that is symmetrical. I want to bring harmony and balance to my page. And so but I also recognize the shadow. And the shadow side can feel a little bit yucky. So I'm gonna paint some mud today. I am going to choose some mud, and I've got 3 colours. I have a red, a blue and a yellow. And I've just, you know, I went to my store of paints and just went, oh, that red, that blue, that yellow. Let's see what happens. You know, make it easy. And my page is drying quite nicely, but it might be a little bit sticky still. So while that is drying, I'm just going to show you how I create mud. So first of all, and I'm going to make a muddy pattern. And you know what? I think it's okay that that there's going to be a bit of gesso in here as well, and that's all good. And already, although I know that the work I am doing here in the detoxing and beginning to address those old relationships, the old patterns, this is fun. You know, my inner child is going, yay, we've got the paints out this morning. This is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to think first of all, I'm just going to be working on one side of my page, and I'm thinking I am going to go on here, because what's going to happen, I'm going to take these in and create something new. So same old repeating patterns, you know, which sort of go like that. They go like that a lot of the time, and they feel a bit sort of awkward and jiggy jaggy. So I'm just going to put those colours down, and already can you see how that mud that is creating? Okay, I want to get some water on the page as well. and you know, it can keep me stuck. It can make me go round in circles. And be quite generous with your paint on here, because we're going to do a sort of butterfly print. We're going to squidge that page over. These are all the old patterns, and you know, it sends me scattered. It sends me all over the place. It can scatter my energy. This feels very freeing. Okay, hopefully it won't be too dry. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to create the symmetry. So these old patterns are now going to create a beautiful new pattern, I hope. If this works, let's see if it does. Okay, and let's just peel back the layers. Okay, now we have the new patterns, but can you see they're not quite joined up? There's this gap. I've still got this invisible barrier down the middle of my page. And so what I think I want to do, what do I want to do with this? I think I want one colour to integrate the whole, what do I want? So you will have moments on this where you go, oh my goodness, what have I just done? Oh, I have created new patterns, and it feels uncomfortable, and it feels, oh, I don't, you know, this doesn't feel quite right. So I want something to join the left to the right, and I think I'm going to get some spray paints. Of course, my acrylic now is really wet, and there's something, I don't really want to smudge that too much. I've got a sort of memory mist here, which, let's see. The problem with this is it's a bit gunged up, and you go, oh well, isn't that interesting? Okay, so I am going to drip that all over there, and I'm going to spray it with some water, and then I'm going to tip, because I want this to go from side to side. My page now is extremely wet. There we go. And although I could play with that for some time, you can see that what is now happening is I've now got this blue flowing all over the page. I'm going to play with that a little bit more. I might take it out into the garden, because you can see I'm getting a little bit inky, so that this blue fills in all the gaps. There's a temptation to do that. Okay, so that is a rather soggy, muddy, messy page, because when we do the shadow work, it can feel like that. It can feel a little bit messy as we take the old patterns and we create new patterns. I'm going to leave my page there. As I say, I might take it out into the garden and get some more water flowing on it.